I'm angry. But more than that, I'm shattered. My faith is shattered. Not my faith in my Maker. My faith in patriots. My faith in MAGA. The hardest to accept is veterans. Ignoring a brother in need. There used to be a code of honor in the military. I got one person in here. That's all the good Lord wants to hear this, then that's who's going to hear it. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes for folks to get notification that I've gone live. I don't do this, just pop up live. But I let it be known that I wasn't very happy. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? But before I start, remember, I was 12 years old, stuck in San Francisco, California, with mom and dad. But dad was working. And my brother, he was in Texas aboard the USS Galveston, was reported at. I couldn't meet my brother, but I could meet the ships that came in. Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk and then I'll read the chat because I got to keep my frame of mind here because I've about blown it off today. Period. In reality, here's what took place. My friend Jeremy had his ticket to go to the Trump rally in Las Vegas. He wasn't sure about it. Man ain't been out of his house in years, and he was going to be all alone. He was going to have to Uber there. Nobody was going to go with him. He's going to have to Uber there. I didn't figure that'd be a problem. But he's going to be surrounded by thousands of patriots, many of which are vets. They're going to recognize he's from the 101st Airborne. Yeah, he deployed in the first wave to Iraq. Okay, they're going to talk to him. No, they're going to walk past him and go, "Thank you for your service." Yeah. First thing that happened is his driver dropped him off on the back side of the park. Now, I'm going to remind you folks, this man is sitting in a pediatric wheelchair, manual wheelchair. He's got one arm that works and one that works sometimes. Has got some tremors. Okay? This chair only weighs 30 pounds. But that's okay, because Jeremy only weighs 107. Wouldn't be hard for a couple of folks to help pick him up and carry him where he needed to go, couldn't they? They could have loaded him in a golf cart. I seen all them golf carts. I was watching right side broadcasting. I seen them golf carts bringing people in, that were handicapped. But not one of them stopped and offered Jeremy a ride. Not one. Struggling, trying to make his way to the entrance area, he comes across a gravel bar. He can't cross gravel in his chair. This chair has indoor roller skate wheels on the front and push wheels on the sides, and it's real short. Okay, the person has to bend over to push the chair. Okay, and there's no handles back there. There's nothing to hold on to. But he could be assisted, not left alone in 105-degree temperatures. He's not carrying anything but a little fanny pack with his papers in it. He has no water with him and no way to carry water. That's okay. He's headed into a huge crowd of patriots. So finally, one guy, he's got me online. I mean, on speakerphone the whole time. And this one guy goes over and says, "Hey, man, can I give you a hand?" He says, "Yeah, I can't roll through this gravel." So he says he had to hang up with me because there's going to have to lean him back to move him out of that gravel. And I thought, oh, Lord, you sent him an angel. All right. Because I already found out this guy's a vet that's walked over here, Anyhow, so he calls me back, and I asked him about his new vet friend, and he said, "What friend?" He said, "They just got me out of the gravel and got me to the sidewalk, and they took off." And I'm like, "They did what? They took off? They left a wounded brother alone? You're kidding me." Hi, Nancy. You're kidding me. How could they? Then another one comes by. "Thank you for your service." Not, "Hey, man, you need a bottle of water?" "Hey, who are you with? You're all alone?" "Oh, no." "Hey, by the way, there's a handicap. Hey, just a minute. Hey, Mr. Golf Car Driver, okay, this man needs to get out of this heat and needs to get something cool to drink. Can you get him on that golf cart and take him to the ADA entrance?" That's what I'd have done. I thought that was called taking care of a brother. No. He finally makes it his way down to the entrance area, and he's clear in the back. Everybody else is up front. There's nobody else coming in. He's clear in the back. He speaks with a volunteer, and he spoke with a lieutenant governor or a lieutenant governor elect who took pictures of his paperwork and had his assistant take him to the ADA area. He did. Stuck him right in the back, where everybody's head and shoulders over him, sitting down, let alone when they stand up. I gotta mind you, he's been in the heat for 4.5 hours at this point, 105 degrees, and he's not had a drop to drink. He's very cantankerous. He's very loud. He's very angry, and he's going, "No, would they stand up? I'm not going to be able to see. What do you put me here for? I'm right in the sun." And a guy spoke to him and says, "Hey, man, you 101st Airborne?" He says, "Yeah." "What war, man?" "Iraqi." He goes, "Man, you belong up front." And about that time, two women came pushing their way through past him. And he said, "Well," I said, "We're with the VA. We got to be up there with the VA. And you just shoved me aside so you could go up there and leave me back here sitting in the sun. I'm leaving." I'm leaving. Get me out of here. And it took a while, but he managed a lot of screaming. He managed to get turned around, and somebody took him out. And they were so nice to go ahead and take him out there, and they took him right over and pushed his wheelchair onto the grass in the sun, and turned around and walked away. Excuse me, I have to curb, I have to put out the fire in my eyes for a moment, just the thought of that. But that's not the worst of it. There's still people, lots of people, within earshot of him. Two cops standing there. Yeah, two cops. And he starts screaming, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to die. And he's screaming it. Nothing. Nothing. I'm going to find me something that's sharp, a piece of glass, anything. I'm going to cut my wrist and bleed out right here. That's verbatim. He says, wait a minute. Well, cops are coming. So cops come over there. And, hey, man, you need help? I'm stuck in this here grass. And thank you for your service. And walked away. At this point, the emergency responder in me, the field medic, is getting boiling mad, don't know what to do. So I go on Brightside's chat and tell them they've got a veteran out in the parking lot who's threatening suicide. Please, somebody go out there. Put it right in the chat a couple of times. And then I looked up the police. I called my 911 and they told me they couldn't connect me to 911 in Las Vegas. So I'd have to call the regular police station. So I called the police station on one phone. I've got Jeremy on the other. And I'm on hold for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. And they never got answered. It got disconnected. What am I going to do? He's all alone. He's got it. They pushed him out on the wrong side of the park. So now again, he's got to go all the way around the other side of the park to get to where his ride is supposed to pick him up. I called the Veterans Suicide Hotline. They got to have somebody in Vegas. They got to have. Okay? But by the time she got through talking to me, wouldn't know if I was suicidal. I wanted her to take care of him. That frustrated me even more when it wasn't acted like an emergency. I gave her his number, but by the time he called him, his ride had showed up. He was sipping on some water, and in the coolness of the car was starting to cool down. But she called, and he was just raging. He was still raging, okay? Told her he wanted not a dang thing to do with the VA. VA can take it and shove it and blah, 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 blah. This is a veteran who suffers from severe MS, who risked his very life to go to a Trump rally where I convinced him that there would be patriots and there would be vets, and they would take him under their wing and they would celebrate him. I convinced him to do that. It's my world, my dreams, my hopes, my love for my country all went to hell. Somebody's dropped it because I made it short and didn't leave it up long, but I made it short of me stomping the flag. I did. What did it mean? It meant Jeremy got to sit there and watch all these people decorated out in their red, white, and blue and all their patriot clothing, proclaiming to love God and country, and they leave a disabled veteran in a goddamn sun with nothing to drink, and no one comes to his aid. I think I have a right to be mad. I got on the phone today. I was calling everybody. Can somebody please? Because he's still trying to figure out a way to kill himself. He doesn't want to live anymore. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, folks. Yeah, I'm patriotic. But look behind me. You do not see any red, white, and blue in my house. And you won't. Because people are fake when they tout it. They don't really mean it. They don't respect them stars and stripes any more than they respect the dog shit on my shoe. Now, I hope y'all understand. I heard every word. I heard everything. I listened to this man scream that he wanted to kill himself for nearly an hour. And I listened to him say he wanted to kill himself for nearly 2 more hours. And he had a right to feel the way he was feeling. Because not one damn patriot stood up to help this man. Not one Christian. And a crowd of 20,000. I don't want to be an American anymore. That's the example of Americanism and patriotism. If that's an example of Christianity, I don't want any part of it. I don't let things get to me. But you don't pick on the vets. And you don't pick on old people. And you don't hurt little children. I have 3 very strong emotional principles. And I was mad. I'm hurt. I'm shattered from the inside of my very core. All right. I'm through ranting and raving. Anybody want to come up on panel? I'll post the link. Anybody's welcome in. You have something to say? Someone says here, okay. I'm gonna go back here and read, guys. Let me go back and I'll read what everybody posted. Okay. Uh, hello, Mona. Okay. Nancy. Bygone. What's next? Ninja. Hello, Ninja. How are you doing, darling? Uh, proud mother of three. Um, Cody. Hello. Proud mother of three. Honey, Trump don't like the wounded vets. You gotta not tell them to go. I love Trump, but you ought to keep smart. Okay. He had some paperwork he was hoping to get to the right person, and it was his last chance. Okay. It was when he had to go alone that I thought there was going to be people there that a vet. He had 5 vets that I know of approach him, and not one of them assisted him. So, except to get him out of the ground. Okay. Uh, honey, my son died over there. I'm not refusing to fly the flag because of him. I'm refusing to fly the flag because no one respects what it stands for. It's just a piece of colored fabric hanging on a pole. They proved that. It's for wearing shirts, and it's your pants, it's for putting on your hats, it's for that sort of thing. It ain't for really reverencing what it stands for. You know, uh, this man's been trying to blow the whistle on what happened over there, and they want him to go away. Okay? They would like for him to just disappear. They'd like for him to go ahead and die, but he's refused to die because he's fighting for your sons and daughters too. He is the highest ranking hazmat officer in the U.S. Army. Okay? He knows what he knows. And when he goes and he tells the government that all these people are getting sick because they don't have proper PPE, they don't know what they're getting into. They want him to just disappear. They're going to try to mean like Trump. Okay? don't tell the truth. Guess what? I found out today they dropped my case. How dare me say that their experimental gel cast didn't work and caused my leg to get 1 inch shorter than it should have been, destroying my entire skeletal structure. No, they dropped my case. They reviewed it and they decided that I was not medically discharged. I was generally discharged. Wait a minute, it doesn't want my GD 214 says. It says medically discharged for a torn a trapezius muscle and a chronic permanent sprain to the left ankle. But they dropped my case and never notified me. I've been waiting. When Biden took office, I was ninth from being able to get my case heard. Now there is no case. I start from scratch. Then forget it. I played their ball game now long enough, and I ain't playing no more. Okay? And as of today, I regret that I am a vet. That I would be a vet. No, not that I'm a vet. I'm a vet, but that they were vets because they didn't learn a damn thing. Every single vet that walked past that man today deserves a court martial, in my eyes. And every single one of them people thinking they're flying a oh, it's broken. It's broken so bad. And I want nobody, none of them mega people. There was 20,000 people there, but there wasn't a damn one of them a Christian. Okay? They could hear him. He wasn't whispering. He was screaming, I want to die. I want to kill myself. He was struggling with every ounce of effort he had in his body to get out of that grass and get all the way around that building. Dehydrated and overheated. And yes, I feel guilty. I feel guilty because not in my wildest dreams could I imagine that a vet would last very long alone. You know, he wouldn't be alone long. And they were around. I was very blinders, folks. It's all fake. We're doomed. Doomed. I'm looking for another planet. If you'll notice on my page and things, I've changed my logo to that of a Martian because that's what I'm praying to become. Please, 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 please. Get me out of here. I don't like the way things are going in this world at all. But I do know one thing. My next flag's going to have 3 holes in it. Because I'm going to I removed the California Star a long time ago. And I'm going to remove the New York Star too after what New York City did. They gave the whole state a bad name. And I know Ninja, you live there, but I'm going to remove the Star anyhow. It's a principle. And now I get to remove Nevada's Star off of my flag. I no longer live in what I believe to be 50 states. I'll find out exactly how many stars I should have on my flag here soon. I'll find out. Anyway, nobody wants to come up on the panel. I didn't watch or listen to the rally. I will go back and watch it on Right Side Broadcasting. I will judge that, as you're saying, to for myself, because I did see Right Side Broadcasting, most of it, until Jeremy arrived. Once Jeremy arrived there, my attention was no longer on Right Side Broadcasting, it was on Jeremy. So I don't know where I'm going to go from here. There's an island outside, close to Puerto Rico, okay? And it is an American territory. And it's called Mona's Island. It's an animal habitat. No one lives there. It's a deserted island, which sounds like a great place to go to live out the rest of your life. Don't need a passport to go there, even though I already have one. I always said I could live forever if I had a knife. Okay? I could figure out how to find food, water, and shelter. Might be a little old for that, but sure sounds better than America right now. Cleaning tips and reviews. The sad reality is too many people care only about themselves. Yeah, they're absolutely right. When you're feeling like I'm feeling right now, I can almost see why. Okay? I've spent my entire life caring. What's next? Last I spoke with him, he hadn't quite figured out how he was going to kill himself yet. Is he unsuicidal? Maybe. He might be homicidal at this point. I don't know yet. He'll call me, but I had to cut. I've been on the phone with him a lot. Okay, and I can't talk him out of his rage. Okay? He's raging right now, and he's going to have to rage for a while. Hopefully, he'll live through the rage. Okay? I'm not in the mega. I was in with my convoys. I was in for fighting for against the emergency mandates. Uh, I've been fighting for to shut down the border for law and order. And I only see one man who's going to even begin to get us out of this mess. And I'm not judging the character of the man. Okay, I'm judging the man's abilities. I've seen him work. Okay, we had him for 4 years. I saw $1.80 a gallon gas. 7 days after that man took office, he wheeled and dealed with the dairy people. And you know what? My milk went from $5 a gallon to $1.75 a gallon in 7 days. Same happened with all my dairy, my cheese and stuff. Okay? That was money in my pocket. That was a direct deposit into my pocket when he did that. And when he did Veterans Choice, oh, I was very proud of that. He did that within 2 weeks. He signed Veterans Choice. So my brother didn't have to drive a hard, bumpy, long ride all the way to Fayetteville to see his cancer doctor. He had his Veterans Choice card. Okay. He could go to any honor colleges he chose. You know what? Proud mother of free. Okay. I do my volunteer work all the time. I'm the veterans mama here in Branson. I volunteer to help with organizing events for my veterans. Every Thanksgiving, I personally cook and prepare full, complete Thanksgiving dinners for 2 police departments, a volunteer fire department, an EMT department, and the sheriff's department, and the people who live here at Stagecoach RV Park. If you want to go back on some of my lives, you can watch me cooking that Thanksgiving dinner last year. Okay? Anyone that knows me knows I'm involved with the city. Honey, I'm always under guidance. That's that one. Second question here in the title area was why did God want me to hear this? So I could get mad. So I could get really, really ticked off. As he knew it would. He knew it would trigger me. And I'm not through. Okay? I'm mad. Determined. Okay? Got to take my car in to get the air conditioning fixed, or I'd already been in Jefferson City beating down some damn doors. I'm just through flying the red, white, and blue. I'll fly the stars and bars. Back when war meant something, not racist. It meant courage. It's a battle flag. I'll grab me a peace flag. I'm not flying the stars and stripes ever again, but I will fly the civil peace flag. A flag, it's just a piece of material hanging on a pole. The flag itself, in itself, has no meaning. It only has the meaning for which you give it. It's what you see what you think of when you see a certain color formation on a flag. But in reality, scientifically, it's just a piece of fabric hanging on a pole or a stick or a rod. Okay? Gary says we stand strong when we stand together. What time tomorrow morning do you plan to be at your VA office to speak on Jeremy's behalf? How many of you folks is going to show up at the local Disabled Veterans Administration and do a little bitching on Jeremy's behalf? If you go to Jeremy Daniels' Facebook page, you'll find all the legal documents, all the paperwork, all the receipts proving his claims. How many of you are going to print them? I don't have a printer. How many? I do have digital. How many of y'all got a printer? Can print up those? Can copy those pictures off? Take them over there. Hit every DVA office in every county across the country and demand that this veteran be taken care of properly and financially. After what I saw Sunday, I'd almost be willing to bet there ain't a single person in here but me who will do that. I've already done it, by the way. I made over 50 phone calls today. I even called the governor of Nevada. And every last one of them shoved me off or disconnected me, including Josh Hawley. There's 35 people watching this. Wonder how many's going to share it. Y'all need to waken your eyes open. 20,000 people, law enforcement, veterans, left a disabled Iraqi vet stuck in grass in his wheelchair in the sun with temperatures of 105 degrees, and no one offered him a bottle of cold water. Let that sink in. Okay? Well, I'm going to get off here. I'm probably stepping on somebody else's live. And I really don't mean to do that. But if nobody wants to come up in panel and talk with me, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and say good night. And if I offended anyone, check your offended button. It needs to be reset. Okay? Bye.